This is the Exa-Arcadia platform. It's the closest thing I've found to a modern-day Neo Geo. Let me explain. It's got multiple control panel options. 2-player, 4-player, and even a single-player option is available. The cabinet is sleek, modern, and it's got a unique, rotatable screen for horizontal or vertical games. Where it shares a lot of commonality with the Neo Geo is the games are cartridge-based, and you can install up to 4 different games per cabinet. And there's 30 plus unique games in their library today.
So you're probably wondering, who is this platform for? It's for the arcade owner-operator. Think about it. Back in the day, if you purchased an arcade game as an operator, you put it on your floor, and it wasn't making money or it stopped making money, what were your options? They either converted the game or they sold it. That's it. But when Neo Geo came around, that was different because they were making new games for the platform. You could have 4 in them, or even on the larger one, you could have more than that, 6 games. And then if for some reason one of them wasn't making money, you just swapped it out. So the arcade owner-operator didn't have to waste that investment or throw out the cabinet or whatever they might have done with it when it stopped earning. So that was really, really critical because a lot of these smaller mom and pop shops don't have the kind of funds to go out and buy some of these gigantic experience cabinets, which could cost 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $100,000. So to me, even in today's day and age, a platform like this actually seems rather affordable compared to some of those other options. And if you're a small mom and pop and for some reason it's not earning on the Exa platform, go get a different game, put it in, and now you don't have to throw away that investment or potentially sell it. So I love the platform that has a lot of games in the library. There's 50 total if you consider the ones in development. There's games like Samurai Showdown 5 Perfect, where they partnered with SNK to put that out on the arcade platform, which I think is really cool. There's games like Donut Dodo Do or Donut Dodo Do. I don't know exactly how you say that. That's actually a version of Donut Dodo that's been modified and has some unique things in it exclusive to the Exa platform. The one thing I really thought was cool about the platform when talking to them is a lot of their games, if they are console games or they're not exclusive to the platform or they're PC games that were ported, they don't just simply do ports, they actually modify the games so that there's something unique to be had on their platform. And they try to look at games that translate well to arcade controls. There's also a great side-scrolling beat-em-up that I checked out while I was there. And while I was in the booth, actually, the person that brought me over to the booth was Adam over at Arcade Heroes. Really nice guy. He's an owner-operator himself, so he brings a unique perspective on things, right? Because I get excited all the time and I dream about what it would be like to own an arcade, but I think I still think about it in a collector mentality versus this is a business now if I own an arcade or I open an arcade. So he has a unique perspective because certain games earn on his floor and certain games don't, but you don't want to take up that valuable resource of floor space with a game that isn't earning money because for him, it's his business, it's his livelihood. So kind of interesting. Plus, you want the people to come in to find games to play that they enjoy versus, even though we all love the obscure titles, if it's only making you $200 a year, well, that's probably not even paying for the power for that game, right? So anyways, that math is all wrong, but you know what I'm saying. You get the point. So anyways, I love this platform. I think it's really cool. If I was an owner operator, I'd definitely look into something like this. And why I'm telling you about it is you're probably like, well, I don't care. I don't own an arcade. Yeah, but companies like this are continuing to make games so that arcades have something unique to offer. So don't forget, the arcade scene never died. It just changed and got a little bit different. But people like Raw Thrills are still making games. Sega Amusements is still making games. There's plenty of companies making games. But the thing is, we need to go and support these businesses, these small arcades, these barcade or arcade bar locations. Continue the scene moving forward. The scene's different, don't get me wrong. There's also indie developers making games too, but different, but it still exists and it's still alive. And a lot of these games on the Exa platform have definitely a throwback feel to them. Now, a couple little minor technical details I'll tell you about. The monitor itself, they say there's only 1 millisecond of lag on the 32-inch 1080p display. If the games that are being developed are throwback retro titles, they will put them in 4:3 aspect ratio and then put some nice graphic bezels that they'll make to make it, look nice and sort of not look hokey or have black bars and stuff like that. So they do a really good job. Anyhow, I actually got a chance to be on the show floor, like I said, so I'll cut back to that real quick as a means to wrap things up.
Okay, so I know that was a brief overview of Exa-Arcadia and what they have to offer. These particular systems, I think they retail for about $5,000-6,000, and then the games obviously have additional costs on top of that, but you can run 4 at a time in a cabinet. Now, a little piece of information, a little naughty secret, is they actually have adult games too, so they will license adult games if you're going to put this on location in, let's say, a strip club or something like that, but you know, so whatever, they have markets for everything. But the game selection is interesting and unique. They actually have a version of Donut Dodo called Donut Dodo Do or Donut Dodo Do. I'm not sure how you say that, but it has specific levels made for arcade. And I always thought that was a game that translated really well to arcade controls. So I'm excited about these. I think they're really cool. If you're an owner-operator, you get a lot of distance out of something like this. And also, they have about, I think, 40 games in their game library, and that game library continues to grow every day. So you have a lot of options as an operator. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, consider subscribing to the channel, and we'll see you next time.